All right. Welcome back, everybody, to D&D Blender. I am your humble DM, Tim, and today we once more have the full cast of characters, but we have one mysterious character yet to be revealed. But we have James as Rex.
Huh?
We have Georgia as Nissa. I said as Nissa. Nissa! Alright, she's obviously having technical difficulties. And we have Leash as Roosh.
Hi.
And Indy is here, but...
How about now?
Hey, there she is. So, as Nissa.
Hello.
There we go. And Indy is here, but since Mick the Mech has disappeared off into his home, as was seen in Nick's adventure, there may be a new character around the corner somewhere in this episode. We'll just have to wait and find out. But in the last session, the group managed to make their way through all of the Orky encampments on their way back from the fortress of Kandakar, making their way across the desert and back to the hole which the Beholder mech had dug out into the desert from the citadel of Smallville, making their way down the tunnel and coming back into the main council chambers of the citadel. And that is where we find everyone at the moment. So as you all walk through the tunnel, you make your way out, and you are greeted by two familiar faces. One you recognize as Eki Pobolok, the Deep Gnome council representative, and back from the dead, you also recognize Tarvok, the Dwarven council leader, since you had managed to get his body to the main temple of the city after all of the ridiculousness that occurred during the attack of the shadows. The clerics were able to raise him back up. And as you walk through the secret tunnel, both Eki and Tarvok greet you heartily. Tarvok, welcome. We're so glad to see you finally returned. Was your mission a success?
Yes, it was.
Good.
And I will unhook Whelm and hold him forward.
Yes.
Nudge Rex and Nissa to do the same.
All right. Ooh, and it's a happy kitten.
Yeah.
You see Tarvok, he reaches forward and goes, "Oh, it's spectacular." And then you hear Will goes, "Oh, thank you very much. It's strange we have the same voice." "I know, isn't it?" says Tarvok.
Wait, do all dwarves have the same voice?
No, not all dwarves have the same voice, but
Sounds like it's me.
yeah. Well, it appears in this circumstance that this particular dwarven hammer and this particular dwarf have the same voice, potentially from the same line.
So all dwarves sound the same then?
If you insist,
Why
sure.
don't you show them their big sword?
Hmm?
Show them your big sword.
Yes, Tarvok actually looks down at Rex. He's like, and who is this small creature? I don't recall him actually being part of your group.
Just pretend he's a toddler and you'll be fine.
The big
He
sword.
wasn't originally, but he's been very helpful. He's very good at removing problems.
Ah, well, that is excellent. That is excellent.
And he's made good friends with Black Razor, so you know.
I'm seeing this. You have all three of the legendary weapons.
Mm-hmm.
It's very impressive. We were only originally intending to get Whelm, but you've actually acquired all three.
Yeah, speaking of, would either of you be interested in worshipping the sea?
Eki looks and goes, hang on now, what was his voice again? Give me a second.
It's been a long time.
It has been a very long time. He goes, no, not particularly, no, but thank you for the offer. We have our own places of worship, as you very well know.
Sorry, where have I tried?
Yeah, and Wade goes, well, at least you tried. I'm very appreciative of you attempting to get more converts. And then you hear Black Razor pipe out. He goes, don't worry about it, Wave. I'm sure there'll be plenty of people that'll worship the sea. But, yeah, so, hi, I'm Black Razor. I eat souls. Just be careful that you don't leave your soul lying around, because I might eat it. But otherwise, it's all good. I'm wielded by this little fella here. He's very dangerous, and I've been eating lots and lots of souls lately. And Tarvok's like, right, well, little beast, follow us. We'll walk and talk. We'll fill you in on what has actually been going on since you last were here.
Okay.
And so you all make your way through into the council chambers. So, when you were last here, we've managed to re-establish the defenses of the town. The shadows have actually attacked quite a few times since you've been gone. We're not sure where they're coming from, but with the additional defenses to the lighthouse, they haven't been able to gain a large enough foothold to be a large threat. But considering that they are still attacking us, that is something that we need to be wary of. One thing that you might find interesting is that your companion, Mendel, he returned with the beholder mech a few days, I guess would be the right. I'm trying to remember the timetable. Yeah, a few days before. Before you actually got back. And then, after he returned back to his home, there was a large disturbance, and people reported seeing a large iron construct making its way through the streets. It didn't appear to attack anyone specifically, but since that creature appears and disappeared, Mendel has been nowhere to be seen.
Oh. Oh dear.
Does this, have you come across anything like that before?
Well, one took SARS as well.
Right.
I don't know if you were here. Can't remember if you were here with us, but it was in these council chambers, and it appeared, and it demanded SARS go with it.
No, I think I was dead at that point.
That's right, you were. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's an awful predict situation you were in.
Yes, well, yes. Death is more of an inconvenience if you have the right levels of spells.
Wait, you could die again?
No, Rex, you're not trying it. You need to
But
treat the elders with respect.
what are they all?
They're the leaders.
Ah,
They tell the city people what to do.
Yes,
And how to be safe.
Eki actually comes up and he kneels down in front of you, Rex. And it was, yes, that's right, small one. This is, yes, we are the elders of this town. We are
you
the one.
smell funnies.
Well, that is unsurprising, yes. Yes. I must say that you, with your very large nose, will probably be able to pick up many different spells.
Black Razor, what do you think about this guy?
He seems friendly enough.
Would you like to get to know him?
No, Rex.
I think he's an ally, isn't he? I don't think we're not killing the
He
allies.
is an ally.
Yeah.
I was just asking if he wants to make friends.
Yeah, yeah, I know what you mean when you're making friends. It's okay. And Black
Um,
Ray.
Fine line
Perhaps
to
the
walk.
council members would like to keep a 3-meter distance
Yeah,
from
well,
the-
as I say,
for,
Eki
for a
actually,
while.
Eki actually backs up quite quickly there. You goes, yes. Well, I'm sure you are very tired from your ordeal. If you wish to retire back to your homes, we can get a full debriefing tomorrow, should you wish.
I wouldn't mind going for a walk around the town and seeing what's changed.
Oh,
And
absolutely,
seeing your new
absolutely.
defenses and stuff.
I think I might go to the bank first.
Of course, of course. Well, there's it's the
dwarves did
town
have a lot
is
of gold
yours.
in there.
Sorry, what was that, Leash?
The dwarves did have quite a lot of gold.
Town is mine?
Not literally, Rex.
Hey, but he just said,
It was a figure of speech.
but it's mine now.
What's yours then?
No, it was a figure of speech.
But he didn't
He
draw
didn't
anything.
mean it. He just meant you can go where you want. Actually, no, don't go where
Wait, I
you
can
go.
go anywhere?
No.
If you have
Root
permission,
help.
if you have permission from
Not
the
Root.
people, then you may go. But if you don't have permission,
So I can go now.
would you like to come and see my house?
But I can go now and go anywhere.
As long as you have permission from the people where you need to go or where you want to go, yes.
Well, I don't know where I want to go.
Then why don't you come with me?
I suppose.
And I can show you all the fun places. And then Nissa will show you the funner places that I don't like.
You hear that, Black Razor? There's gonna be fun tonight.
That sounds good. Looking forward to some fun. Also, and you feel Black Razor sort of pulling over your shoulder. He goes, "What are we doing about that guy?" And you actually look back down to the entrance, and you see one of your grot friends hanging out in the doorway, hiding behind one of the chairs.
Ah, him? Heal!
So I'll bring. I have these guys in here. Oh, hang on.
I'm sorry if I'm being quiet. I'm currently eating my dinner as well.
Oh, good.
Me
So
too.
you see this guy goes, "Yes, Red Gobbo!"
We're going to have some fun.
Ah, good. I like fun. And Tarvok and Eki sort of look at each other and goes, well, I. Eki goes, I trust you will take responsibility for your new companions.
He will be supervised, yes.
Very good, very good. Well, let us meet back here in the morning, and we shall discuss your next steps. The main issue, of course, being that we need to find out where these shadows are coming from in order to put an end to them. But with the weapons that you have procured, you should be able to make quite fast work of anything that is causing us trouble.
And then perhaps we can talk about the world coming to an end and crashing into the sun, and what we're going to do about it.
And they, both Eki and Tarvok look at each other and go, yes, of course. Good day to good day to you all. We must attend back to our other duties.
Thank you for your time, councillors. We will see you in
Well,
the morning.
And they turn and they head up.
I think I might have missed half that sentence because you keep cutting out on my end.
Me or you? Me or Roosh?
You. You.
Is it happening to you two, Leash, or?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, so then the councillors, they head up the stairs and go
wait,
down.
oh, they're gone.
Did you say something after so? Because we didn't hear it if you did.
I was just saying, so they turn and head up the stairs.
Yeah, but Georgia said so, and then
Oh,
nothing.
what were you saying there, Georgia?
Oh, yeah. Nissa was going to ask, so where exactly did Mandel go? Like, has he come back since he disappeared?
Well, he did come back. As we said, he returned back to his home, and then in his quarter, shortly after his return, there was a large metal construct walking through the city. It didn't attack anybody, but we have not seen him since.
Yeah, so that was what I missed earlier. Oh, would have been what I missed earlier then.
Right.
Maybe we don't want to go back to where.
Back to...
Maybe we don't want to go back to our quarters in case they've also set like a tracking thingy at them that will ping when we get home.
Well, we have... After what occurred to Mandel, we have sent guards to your various abodes. There has not been any disturbances that we can tell, so it appears to have just been him for the time being. But that is entirely up to you. But we must away now. Yeah, so if you'll excuse us. And they disappear.
Yeah. Ooh.
What?
Let's go down.
Alright. So, you all... I gotta do this here. I've been meaning to do this. So if I set this to persistent, it means that when
I was just thinking Rex would probably enjoy the slip line.
True. So you all head out of the main council chambers to the balcony, and there, in front of you, is the zip line.
Do you want to go down that, Nissa?
Yep. And she takes off straight down.
And Black Razor goes, "Arr, this is fantastic!"
Black Razor or Wave?
Wave, sorry.
Yes, it's great, isn't it? Just don't look down.
Are you wanting to go down?
At that point, Nissa just promptly looks down. On second thoughts, we're never doing this again. What did you say, Leash? Because I heard like the start of something and then nothing.
I was talking to Rex, suggesting that he might want to take the zip line down and follow.
Yeah, I probably would have, because it looks like fun.
All right.
When Rex reaches the bottom, he just finds Nissa just standing there shaking.
Alright, so you all, those of you that are zipping down the zip line, you find yourselves roughly positioned here from the citadel. In the town of Smallville. Now, if you need, now, what was it you were saying? You wanted to go to the bank, didn't you, Nissa?
That's probably the first place I would go as well.
Well, that's a bit here. So, as you find your way out from whichever way you've decided to transport yourself from the
Descend the tower.
pardon?
Descend the tower.
Descend the tower, yes. Although there is, of course, the teleporter in the chambers as well that will actually put you near the fountain in the center of the main square, if you remember.
That's true, but the councillors looked kind of busy. So.
Yes. So, as you appear, you see the town very much looks like it has in the past. There's people bustling to and fro, going about doing their shopping. You see the guards and the local barracks. They're rushing in and out, getting more and more. What's the word I'm looking for? Doing like their rotations, like changing of the guards and making sure that everything is well protected. As you make your way through the city, lots of feelings of nostalgia, and you eventually make your way to this area here, the main entrance to the bank. What are you intending on doing at the bank?
Depositing gold.
Right, yeah. So.
And yeah, Nissa will be doing that, and also getting one of those stones.
Oh, the Emptpos stone.
Yes.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, well, that's easy enough to do. So it takes you like the better part of an hour because it's actually quite busy. You getting a lot of sideways glances from the people waiting in line, especially with your little goblin friends with you. But you make your way out without incidents, provided Rex doesn't cause an incident.
Only if someone picks on him, and he definitely would have made a comment about the dwarves not sounding the same as all dwarves.
Yes, there are definitely dwarves that sound quite different. Yes, people aren't really too sure how to take Rex, but also the fact that he has his big fuck off sword. No one's messing with him, but all the guards, when they see him, are like they've got their hands on their weapons, ready to see if anything's going to kick off. But most relieved when they see that you are with him, because they have been told of your exploits in the rescue of the lighthouse the first time. So they know all about you, and so knowing that you have returned, they know that things are going well. All right.
I'm also like marching around in the armor of Durgadon, so there's that too.
Yeah. Like I said, you're drawing a lot of attention. There's a lot of people just sort of checking you out. What's your passive perceptions again, please?
Mine's 15.
15?
13.
13.
passive perception, 15.
15. All right. So Rex and Nissa, as you come out of the bank, you notice someone looking at you a bit more intently than you would like, I guess would be the way to say it. Like, there's just a person, a tall person in a long hooded robe, just sort of staring at you, and then you sort of see them when they notice you're looking back at them. They sort of wobble, and then they sort of the hands start flailing, and they disappear down an alleyway.
Oi, you got a problem?
Why were
Come
they
here.
watching us?
Come here and say it to my face.
Rex, what's wrong? Settle down. There's no need
There
to
was
shout.
someone watching us over there.
There's lots of people.
They went that
watching
way.
us. It's really weird.
No, I mean they were really, really watching us.
I know I'm impressive, but at least say it to my face.
Yeah, they've gone.
They were watching us differently from everyone else.
Yeah, like they were standing right like here, and then as soon as they noticed that you, like as soon as the eye contact was made, they've gone. They just run down this way.
And most people that are looking at us aren't running away. So
what you want to?
yeah, I don't know who they were, but they were. I mean, there's not much point now. I'm pretty sure they'll be gone, but keep an eye out.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. You run.
All right. So, what would you like to do now?
I kind of want to do a lap of the city and like look at all the new defenses and
Yep,
check
absolutely.
out the guard posts and stuff.
And this is probably just gonna follow.
No worries.
And like as we're walking around the city, I'll point out all the interesting bits to Rex.
Alright, so you begin your walking tour of the upper level of Smallville. So you make your way. Which way do you want to go first?
Left.
Left. Alright. So you walk basically where that person, where Rex and the other person, Rex and Nissa saw this person run away. Pointing out this area here, this is one of the commercial districts. Lots of different shops for purchasing magical items as well as the mundane items. Blacksmiths, clothing shops, hat makers, food shops as well.
Do we have like a goblin quarter in our city?
There's not a goblin quarter. There are there are goblins that live in the city, but they're a very rare sight. There isn't enough of them to constitute a quarter where they would live, because they primarily live in their own little areas outside of town.
Yeah. So I guess if I know of where there's a goblin like that works and lives in the city, I might take Rex there as well to like introduce them to more stable people of his kind, in the hopes that will rub off a little bit.
Through here, making your way to the more residential areas. When you approach this section here, you notice that this cliff edge here is now completely defended. What's what I'm looking for? Like they've got enhanced defenses set up, so they've managed to.
Illuminated.
Sorry.
It's illuminated.
Yes, yes. So they've got like watch.
Fortified.
Yeah, fortified. Thank you. That's the word I was looking for. They've added fortifications here, so they've got.
Seeing as how the shadows can't come into the light.
Yes, so they've got.
Against shadows would be lights.
Yeah, so they've got a series of watchtowers, as well as a series of bonfires in order to keep this area lit, and also they've even hung ropes with baskets of flames over the edge in order to prevent them from getting up that way.
Oh, this looks much better. The shadows will have a hard time sneaking in through here.
And that's actually one of the things you notice almost immediately as well, is that whereas previously there was not that much in the way of street lighting and torches, they've almost gone completely overboard on getting additional lighting installed. So even though it is
The
night,
dark alleyways and longer dark alleyways.
correct, exactly. There's not a single dark corner in any place. Yeah. So like when you actually look up and you notice that it is nighttime because the lighthouse has been switched to night, it's lit up enough that it would look like mid-afternoon.
Yeah.
It's the amount of light that they've actually had to enhance into this place. As they see you walking around the corner, the guards stand at attention and salute you.
Oh, thank you. What does it say when you say well done to military people?
Good job.
Good job.
Good job.
Thank you. Thanks. Again, there's sort of like
Job.
Tell us about your defenses here. This looks really good.
well, we've managed to set up a series of watchtowers, as you can see, and we've
Good job.
thank you. Primarily just keeping the shadows at bay. They still manage to get in, but because we have all the different light sources, we're able to.
Good job.
Thank you. We're able to cause them harm much quicker than what we were doing beforehand. As you can see, we have all of the continual flames all throughout the city streets in order to maintain the light. Took quite a bit to get used to. A few people have lost a lot of sleep as this has gone
Good
on. But
job.
thank you.
Losing sleep is better than losing lives, though.
Absolutely.
Maybe we'll get accustomed to it.
We will. Hopefully we won't have to. Hopefully you'll be able to solve this problem for us, and we can go back to having our streets be dark and safe once more.
Good job.
Thank you. Good.
What have they done?
Good job to you too.
You know how when you have a place that you would call a city or like a place with a lot of people living, and you have to protect the edges to make sure bad things don't get in? That's what these guys are doing.
But it's just fire.
Yeah, but the problem that we had was we had
Did you not have fire?
dark
Did you not know how to make fire?
Rex. We had dark shadows attacking. And the only way to get rid of them is to have more and more light. And so they've made lots and lots of fires instead of the one or two that we had before. And they watch all the time to make sure.
So your
none of
fires
them
weren't
slip in.
big enough.
Yeah, so we made more of them and made them bigger. Can you see the big light up in the roof?
What light?
Looks
Look
like a sun.
up, Rex.
Well, it isn't on at the moment. It's nighttime.
But you said it was giving off light like
No. He said that it was off. There was enough torches around the city
To make it look like it's
like it was mid-afternoon.
yeah.
Right, I'm with you now.
That's what I'm saying. I look up and there's nothing there.
There is no light up there. No. Well, there is the what is it? The phosphorescent moss. So it does look like there's stars up there. But yeah.
You see all
Up
that
on
big
the
black
roof.
up there, Rex?
Mm-hmm.
That's
If the
roof
fires
of
go
our
out,
cave.
that attacks everyone.
That's the sky.
No,
I mean, look.
No, it's not.
Look up. It's there.
it's the roof of our cave. We're not outside, we're underground. Remember how we came down that big hole?
Well, yeah.
And then we came into a building?
Yeah, but this is outside.
No, this is meant to look like outside, but it's not outside. And up at the roof there's a lighthouse that hangs down from the ceiling that makes our sun in during the day. And the shadows manage to turn it off.
You could just be not here, though.
But it's safe down here until the shadows came. We don't have to deal with orcs because they don't know how to get down. We don't have to deal with murderous trees because
Yeah.
they don't know how to get down here.
Yet.
Shush. So down here is safe. And now that we have lots of fires, the shadows can't sneak in. And when we go deal with the shadow boss, I don't know if shadows have souls though.
Well, it depends on what kind of shadows they are. I mean, if they're undead shadows, then they absolutely have souls, and they sound delicious.
They didn't.
I mean, the quickest way to find out is to get one and point Rex at it.
They didn't like it when I did my go away undead spell, so
Oh, there you go then.
they fall into that category.
Yeah, so they definitely have souls. So they sound delicious, and I'm all for eating them.
Great, so if we encounter them again, we can send Rex in.
Yep. Look out, shadow boss dude. Alrighty. Thank you, guardsmen. We are going to continue our tour of the city.
Oh, I actually had you guys walking while you were having this conversation. So.
Oh, never mind then. Never mind.
Yeah, so you
Yes,
met.
so we'll continue our lap of the city.
Mm-hmm. And again, it's just more of the same. You realize that if you head on down this way, you'll be heading back to your house. So if you wish to go there, you can. Otherwise, or you can bypass it and go to a different location first.
Yeah, I better show Rex where my house is because that will probably be the safest place for him to come back to with his grots.
All right. So you come around the corner and you approach the round abode that is your home, Roosh, and your forge as well, I guess would be the way to best describe it.
I feel kind of bad because I just kind of up and left on all my clients. But I don't know that I'll have time to finish my jobs for them. I should probably spend some time writing apology notes and sending them up.
As you approach closer, you notice that there is actually light coming from the inside.
Bruce, did you leave your lights on?
No, but I'm guessing. You know how they said they put guards at our house to make sure nothing bad happened? I'm guessing that some of them are inside. And at least they're probably lit lights to make sure there's no shadows sneaking around.
Guards inside.
All the same, let's be careful.
I'll see you guys later. Nissa's gonna run off to try and get to her house.
Okay, because it just disappears. Goodbye.
I will open the door.
All right. So where are you guys?
Marvelous looking planetarium in your house you've got there. Blacksmith?
Zaz lived here too.
Oh, did he?
Yes.
Okay.
Zaz and I lived together. I did the heavy lifting and
All right. Now
the tiddly fiddling, and he gave a lot of instructions.
let's get these. Put these dice back down since they're all floating now. Right, so you come in the front door of your house, and the first thing that immediately catches you off guard is the massive device in the center, because that wasn't there before.
Huh. That's new. I wonder if SARS has been back.
And as you say that, emerging around the corner, you see Zaz.
SARS! He's about to get squashed.
Hang on, I gotta find the. Where is it? Did I make a figure of Zaz? I didn't make a figure of Zaz. We'll use a Duragar for Zaz. There we go. Here you go. Here he goes. Ah, hello there. Finally got home, I see. It's like, oh! And you just bowl him over. Yes. It's good to see you too.
How did you get away from the big thingy?
Oh, you know, magic. Yeah. It's one of the interesting things about the Modrons is that they run on very simplistic logic. So if you can trick them by telling them something specific, they'll actually just let you go.
Huh.
So when they first,
we'll figure that out.
yeah. So when they first took me away, they were questioning me about the cube, but unfortunately I didn't have the cube with me anymore. But then I managed to escape by just telling them that the lock in my cell wasn't actually locked, and so when they turned the lock, it unlocked it, and I was able just to walk out.
Okay. I didn't realize it would be that easy.
I didn't think it would be either, but there it is.
This is Rex.
Oh, hello there, Rex.
And these
He
are...
doesn't sound like a dwarf either.
Well, I'm not a dwarf. I'm a gnome.
Ah, what's a gnome?
Remember, like Nissa?
Oh, why don't you sound like Nissa?
Because I'm a man and I'm much older.
Ah,
So
I kind of wish I had run
Rex-
off there.
Rex is really good at solving problems. And we got all of the weapons out of the dwarven citadel. And
Oh,
we've got
excellent.
Black Razor.
I see there.
And this as well.
And Whelm is like, hello there, old gnome person. You speak. Nice
all do.
to meet you there, Whelm. And so does the other one speak as well?
Yeah,
Yes, I do. Well,
Black Razor.
pleasure to meet you there, Black Razor. Have you been taking care of my charge?
Your charge.
Well, you know,
I've been taking care of everybody else.
Yeah,
I'll have
she-
you know.
she really has, actually. She's been taking care of Rex. I'm just here to kill things and eat the souls. Like, oh, I see. Well, just keep that to yourself then.
And Nissa has got Wave, and she's just gone to her house.
I see. Well, we'll catch up with her later. But first, do you have my bag?
Yes, let me dig it out.
Thank you.
I
'Cause
go
I've been-
around and I pull out the bag.
Yep.
It makes a lot of ticking noises and
Well, yeah, those are
meant to
yes.
move us from place to place.
Well, as you can see here, I've nearly completed it, but I needed those two parts. Those are the parts that I need to hide from the Modrons. See,
Oh.
what we have here is what is known as the Orrery of the Wanderer.
Oh, and you've nearly finished it?
Yes, that is the parts that you have.
Here you go.
Thank you very much. And he takes them from you, and then he looks at you and he gives you a hug, and then he just dives back into the clockworks and begins hammering and fitting things. And he goes, "So tell me all about your adventures. What's been going on?"
I'm writing in my book. Hang on. We met Darius, and that was a very interesting experience.
Oh, you finally met Darius. Oh, good. It's all coming together then.
Or rather, he found us because when we found Wave, we ended up getting shot out of the top of a volcano, I think.
Ah.
And falling and falling and falling, and Darius caught us.
Ah, he's good like that. He's able to get to the right place at the right time. Bless you.
No, that's it.
It's very dusty in here. I'm sorry. I've been working on this. I haven't really had time to clean up.
Yeah, and I haven't been here to do that. You haven't been bothered by the Modrums again?
No. And he holds up this little he holds up his hand, and on it there's a ring. And he's saying, he goes, "No, they can't see me if I'm wearing this."
Ooh, that's so cool.
It's a ring of mind shielding. A ring with a little brain on it.
Do you think they'll be trying to catch us too?
Well, it appears they only attack if you have the cube fragments, which I think is what happened to Mendel.
Okay, so whoever has a cube fragment has to have a brain ring.
Pretty much, yes. But unfortunately, we're going to need to get the elements of all of these different cube fragments in order to complete the this main task.
Yeah.
And to that end,
the counselors want us to get rid of the shadow.
Well, the shadow problem's only a secondary issue at the moment. The main reason these shadows are actually attacking is because we have inadvertently created duplicate timelines. You remember all the flashes, how we keep on teleporting back and forth?
Yeah.
Yes, those shadows, they're actually people from displaced timelines.
Oh.
So they're not necessarily bad, they're just displaced. But hopefully if we can straighten this all out, it'll all be back to normal.
Yeah. This is very big for my head.
Nah, it's okay. That's why I'm here, to do all the big brain thinking. Haha.
I'm so glad you're back.
It's good to be back.
What else? What else did we find in the big dwarven? Oh, we met a bunch of orcs.
Oh.
And I became a boss. I was in charge of the orcs, in charge of the boys.
Oh.
And then we went and took on different orcs and made them part of our warband. And then we negotiated a truce with different warbands inside because the orcs had moved into the Durgaden's fortress.
Well, I see you've got yourself some new...
using it to make weapons.
You also got yourself some new digs there, I see. He points at your armor.
Yeah. We, well, when I first met Whelm insisted that we had to punch Durgaden because Durgaden was wearing this armor, and Whelm was like, "I'm not going to be with anyone who isn't worthy," yada yada yada. So
and then Whelm goes, "I don't sound like that. Come on." And you had to prove yourself worthy, and you did prove yourself worthy. You completely disintegrated. What?
I dinked Durgaden with my little hammer, and it went off in the bad way, which meant his corpse just went and disappeared into dust.
Yes, it was very sad, but I was very impressed.
You made me fight him. I
Yes,
didn't
well,
want to fight him.
I know, but you had to prove your worthiness in order to wield me.
Why couldn't you have just asked me questions about morals and ethics and stuff?
Because we don't
Why did I
do
have to
morals and
fight him?
ethics. Yeah, well, shut up. That's not what dwarves do.
Well, the dwarves I know do.
Now the dwarves are very, very silly in this place.
Shut up, you.
Not even making, like, I don't know, ways out for themselves or stuff. They just kind of, like, box themselves in to die.
Now that is kind of true. And there was a dragon. And we
Oh, a
killed it.
dragon! Wow.
Yeah, because we went down to see if it knew where Whelm and the weapons were, and it was like, "No, but I want all your stuff now." And so it wouldn't let us go unless we gave it all of our stuff. And I wasn't giving up my armor and my spear and my shield, so we had to kill it.
What happened to your
Which is
armor
very
then?
sad. To get to Black Razor, these clever but also really mean dwarves set up some sort of trap where any armor that you're wearing gets melted. You
Oh.
walk between these panels of hot stuff, and it heats up just armor, no weapons. It heats up the armor and melts it.
Well, that's not good at all.
And so I took the armor off to carry it in my bag, but it got so hot inside of the bag that it burnt through the bag and then fell in a pile, and I couldn't go back and get it because I was too hot, and I watched it melt.
Oh, no. Well, and he sticks his head out of the orrery and he goes, "Well, I think you've upgraded quite well, I think."
Well, it was lucky that we had picked up Durgadon's armor. His corpse didn't need it once it had turned to dust. I feel bad about that. That's no way to treat someone, especially someone with such prestige and smarts and I couldn't even ask him questions. I was gonna cast my Talk with Dead spell and ask him about forging, and then I couldn't because I disintegrated him.
It's kind of difficult to talk to dust, yes.
So that was upsetting. But yeah. But we completed our mission.
Good.
And we only had one casualty. And I don't know why Indy walked so close to the edge to look over it, but she did. And she fell, and we couldn't do anything about it.
Ah, well, about that.
What?
Yeah, she's fine.
What?
Indy, she's fine.
What do you mean she's fine?
Well, because I was, keeping a low profile, I actually found where she was. She's fine. She's actually back at her house now. You can go talk to her later on if you like.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm glad she's okay, but that has broken my head again.
Yeah. So, like I said, this is all weird, timey-wimey stuff. I was able to find the points in which she actually died in this timeline, and using one of the fragments of the orrery that we have here, I was able to jump to that point and catch her out of the air before she hit the ground.
You're such a smart cookie.
Thank you.
I'm glad you're back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me a hand with this.
So, okay.
So, you...
Helping.
Yeah. Alright, so just for the time being, I'm just going to cut back to Nissa. Nissa, you are wandering down... put this thing here for the time being, put you there. You begin to wander off down the street heading towards your home. And once again, as you are walking, out of the corner of your eye, you see that same hooded figure leaning around to look at you. And then when it's just sort of leaning and then looking very very unstable, like it's about to fall over, and then ducks and waits for you to go past.
This is not going to go past. She's going to go straight for the for where that person was.
Okay.
Oi! Who are you?
I'm Nick. Why?
Why are you following us?
I
Or me right now?
not following you. I was looking at the goblin. Don't see many around here.
Okay. Then why didn't you follow them? Why did you follow me instead?
Did actually come through, Indy. You got to speak louder.
Oh, okay. I was curious. Why are you hanging out with the goblin?
We met him in a mountain up on the surface, and he's decided to come back with us.
Like goblin?
Yeah, I can't say I'm overly fussed. He's like an overgrown toddler, but he's helping. So
as this new character of yours, this new acquaintance of yours, I should say, Nessa, is in the shadows. You're not really able to see, and as this conversation goes on, he steps forward, and you're able to see this figure in front of you.
So, who exactly are you? You're quite tall.
I
Got to speak louder, Indy. It's not coming through properly.
am Nick.
Yes, I heard your name before, but that doesn't tell me who you are.
Oh,
And why were you interested in the goblin?
I don't see. We don't have many goblins in this part. They are not welcome here.
Well, to be fair, I don't think Rex would be welcome most places, but why would you care though?
I don't care at all.
But then why are you interested in him?
I'm not interested. I'm not interested at all.
Right, well, this conversation is confusing. I was heading to my house, so I'm gonna keep going that way.
Nick has a
They're back at the other place. If you were not curious.
not. By the way, I have a shop. Just if you need supplies.
What kind of supplies do you sell?
Weapons.
Yeah, I mean, you can probably see that I've got plenty of weapons, and I kind of like the one that's on my back.
Yeah. At this point, Wave whispers and goes, "Is that two goblins in a coat?"
Not two goblins in a coat. I am not a goblin.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think they're a goblin wave because they're a bit tall.
That's true. They're very tall. Well, he is very tall. fact, you're one of the tallest people I've seen around this place.
Yeah,
I
but
am
I think
proud of
that
myself.
might be more unusual than a goblin.
Hmm.
Where exactly is your shop?
In the village. You will find it just to the south of here.
Yes, he's...
I also sell potions, and all adventurers need potions. You
Depends
look
on
like
your
that.
pricing.
It's a fair price, and it is one of the only places here that sells potions.
Do you accept the money stone from the bank?
Louder.
Yes,
Okay. Might come down there in a little while. I might go find my friends and ask them to come with me.
in my shop. For
Yes, the name of your shop is Knickknacks, by the way.
yes, it is knickknack.
Okay. Well, I will leave you to your not curious lurking. Bye.
And he just wanders
Bye.
off.
This is going to turn around and bolt straight back to Bruce's house.
We cut back to the interior of the house, and he goes, "There, I think we've got it. Stand back, stand back."
Okay.
All right.
Just want to point out
Yep.
that Rex is probably by now knocked off like a glass vial or something if it's on this desk over here.
Yeah, no doubt. Also, that's your goblin
Um,
friend, not Rex.
Oh. Sorry, which one?
I mean, they'd all be doing it
Oh,
together.
over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we'd be over there together.
Once we've got this up and running, Zaz, we need to set up a playpen for the goblin.
Oh, we may not have time for that because our mission will be starting off almost immediately. We have much to do.
Okay. I was thinking more of like a containment zone, so while we're asleep, we can be sure that they're not going to break it.
Oh, okay, sure.
Alright. I'm back. Do you need to stand back?
Yes, I do. Thank you. All right. And he goes, and here we go. And just at that point, Nissa comes kicking through the door.
Wait. Careful. We're about to start a thing. You remember Zaz?
Hey, Nissa!
I'm sure she does when she is talking and we can hear her.
She's...
I did that entirely without my thing on, didn't I?
You did, yes.
Yep.
So let's try this again. Take two. She comes kicking through the door.
Guys. Zaz?
Wait. Careful. We're about to do a thing. You remember Zaz?
Yes.
Hello, Nissa.
Hi. But that person that was following us is not so much following us as following Rex.
So, what?
They seemed overly curious about a goblin being in the city, and then
Zaz
claimed
has
they weren't
finished the
curious.
orrery.
Let them try and say that to my face.
Zaz has finished.
What's
the
going on
orrery.
in here?
That
Well, I've
big
just...
planety thing.
Yes, we have just finished the
Is it-
Orrery of the Wanderer. Ha ha!
He's about to turn it on, I think.
That's right.
And then we get
Okay,
to go
but
to
the person in the
stage
cloak
2?
is suspiciously tall, and
Then we just make
was
them
awfully-
suspiciously short when we see them.
I can make him short
but they were
now.
awfully eager to. They were awfully eager to get us into their shop.
Chop him off at the knees. And then the knees again.
Yeah. What shop is this?
And I think it's called Knickknacks.
Oh, you met Nick and Knack. I see. Yeah.
What do you mean, Nick and Knack?
Okay. And he comes up. He puts his he looks at Rex and he just goes, and then he walks up to both of you and he puts his arms around both of you and brings you in and goes, okay, now keep this on the down low. But Nick and Knack, they're actually two goblins that are hiding in the city because they actually think that people don't like goblins, and so they have hidden themselves in a very large coat and called themselves Nick Knack. So Nick and Knack, they hang out together, and they hide in their coat. But we don't mention that they're actually in the coat because we don't want to spook them. But they are the best potion makers in the entire city.
Okay.
Yes, they showed up and opened up their shop shortly after we all left, apparently.
Interesting. We might have to go hit them up before we leave again. Alright, let's see what this thing does. What does it do? What is it meant to do?
Well, it does a lot of things, but give me a moment here. And he stands over here and he looks at it and he closes his eyes and he does like some semantic gestures and says some words, and then the whole thing begins to tick, and you see Zaz himself actually, he fades completely out and then he reappears, and then like a door appears over this side of the room, and a door appears over this side of the room, and he's actually thrown through it and then appears out the other side and then comes out this side here, and then he teleports around the room, just all these sort of random, and then you see a second version of Zaz come in from the room, and you see him working on the device. It's like sorts of weird time effects, and then it begins to slow down. He goes, "Ha ha! It works! Yes!"
Bruce, are we pretending we know what just happened or not?
You can pretend if you like. I don't know what happened at all. I saw several Zars and lots of moving Zars and not moving Zars that were moving.
Okay, so
Yeah, this is
this is okay. What this is an interdimensional time travel device. It allows instantaneous transport from one point in time and space to another point in time and space, as well as a variety of other different aspects, different features. It was created by a rather crazy artificer who was investigating all the different planes. Unfortunately, he deemed it far too dangerous to be in one place. And so he actually broke it up into all the different components. But now we finally put it back together again. We can use it to
And you think that's a good idea?
Well, it's the only thing that we can use in order to acquire the cube.
Because the cube keeps changing where who's carrying it and where it is, and
Exactly. But with this, we'll be able to triangulate its position throughout all of space and time, especially with what Indy has actually been researching for me.
Indy?
yeah,
Oh, yes.
he's not dead apparently.
Huh.
Yes, we are.
Zars
But
used
back to
some
my
timey-wimey
previous
wiggly
question.
stuff and catched her.
Okay. But that brings up my slight issue. That thing takes us anywhere through time and space,
Correct.
and you've brought Rex into the room.
Yeah, but it's only attuned to me. I'm the one who would operate it.
But my point is that you've brought Rex into the room with a giant sword, and he likes to smash things.
Well, just tell him not to smash it.
By the way, if there's like another glass
will
vial
likely-
on the desk, it just goes. All around.
You
We're
really
going
expect him
go
to
on
listen
our
if you
next
tell him not
mission
to
very
smash it.
soon.
Sorry, one at a time. What was happening?
We'll be going on our next mission
Uh,
very soon, Nissa, so he won't have time to.
Yes.
My point is, if we tell him not to smash something, he's going to smash something.
And we don't suggest it at all.
Yeah.
We don't use the word smash in this house.
Hmm? What are y'all talking about over there?
We're just talking about this thing here.
Uh,
Like I was saying, it was created by a renowned clockwork maid known as Lottie, and she crafted the relic as the means of tapping the power of the planes.
You're
And-
still talking about boring stuff.
Oh, well, yeah, exactly.
So, are you able to find the piece of the cube that we found?
I think that at the moment, that is actually with the Modrons. Because I believe Bendel had it, and he got taken by the same kind of creature that took me.
That big
Yeah,
clockwork thingy.
exactly.
Do you know what ended up happening to Stevie?
Oh, Stevie. Yeah, well, I don't know what happened to him. Well, you were with him last.
We left him outside the fortress of Gundagar because he didn't fit through the doorway,
Right.
and we left him with the orcs.
Oh, well, that wasn't wise. But that's okay then, because having him with the group, he was the reason why they were able to track that we had the different components. He was reporting back to Primus. Didn't realize that until after, when I was being put on trial.
Catched.
Exactly.
And then I guess his testimony got played back, and then you were like, "Ha,
It's like,
he's
ah,
a bad guy.
so you bastard. Yes.
You played us dumb." Okay.
if I ever see Stevie again, I'm going to smash him. Ash May.
Yeah,
Or-
we're investigating whatever's over here
Uh-huh.
currently.
Yeah, this is, it just looks like weird chalk drawings. Zaz has actually been using this to work out how the Ori went together. So,
Does it rub off?
yeah.
Because I definitely have tested that with my foot
Yeah.
in several places.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. He's not worried about it at this stage. He's already finished building it, so.
Are we going to stop
So-
him?
No, it's okay. He doesn't. It's fine.
Oh,
So the next piece of the cube, or the shadows, or both?
Well, the shadows and the cube are inextricably linked together. We've been doing some research. Like I say, I am fairly certain that they are the aspects of people that have been displaced in the space-time continuum. They're attempting to return back to where it is they belong. But that is just a theory at this stage. I could be completely wrong, but that is my working theory.
So the shadows that were up in the lighthouse might have been the workers?
Quite possibly. Quite possibly. Yes. Like I said, the main reason that we need the cube is to prevent the cataclysm from happening originally. You said you met Darius, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, everyone, come over here. Have a sit. And he pops over here and he sits down on the big chair over here. And he-
so just to clarify, we're not killing the shadows?
we don't necessarily need to kill them, but we are going to stop them.
Wait, did someone say we need to kill something?
So
No!
we'll
What
let
are we
you-
killing? What are we?
Whoa,
Eh?
very excitable there.
It's story time.
I'm not interested in stories. You said we were gonna have fun. Make nothing but boring all day.
I'll
You
give it
also
time.
say that my sort of fun might not interest you.
All right. So, now you met Darius.
Mm-hmm.
Darius is a construct, an artificial intelligence that is part of a special temple that is the protecting point, or the fortress of protection for a very special stone. This stone is what holds the planes together. So if this stone is removed from the place where it is currently situated, it would completely disconnect all of the outer planes and the inner planes. So what would happen is that you wouldn't be able to communicate with the gods, or people that would die wouldn't be able to go into the afterlife. They'd be stuck
What's
here.
a plane?
This is a plane where we're currently
What?
standing.
What? No, this is a floor. What's a plane?
A plane is a very large floor.
Bigger than this floor?
Much bigger than this floor.
But what about outside?
Yep, it's all the way outside, all the way to the horizon, all the way through
That's
the sky.
outside.
It's outside
Not
and
here.
inside. It is all of the floors.
Wait,
Every
if-
floor.
Rex, it's a very complicated process. Also, what kind of idiot would move a stone that would do that if it got moved?
Well, unfortunately, it happened. For whatever circumstances, we still are not 100% sure about it. That appears to have been lost to time. But for whatever reason, the stone got shifted, and the different planes got disconnected. And this also allowed for an elder evil from the outer planes to come in to attack this world. And because this thing was so large, it actually completely threw the planet out of its orbit and is what is causing it to spiral into the sun. Now, the advantage of the cube, as aside from the orrery, because we've already tried this a few times and it hasn't worked, but the orrery allows for immediate transportation to specific locations in time, but the cube of time allows for non-paradoxical changes to the timeline.
So in other words, we fix it without making more problems?
Exactly. Because we've attempted to do this a few times before. Darius has actually been assisting us. And unfortunately, I'm the only one who remembers it because of the different spells that I have been using with relation to the time travel and time manipulation. It's not ended well at all for us in any of these different circumstances, but it's time for a different tact. I have no idea why a section of the cube was up in the lighthouse, but that is what led to the revelation of how we can actually solve this problem without causing more trouble than what we have already caused so far. That's also why the Modrons have been sending people after us, because we have broken the timeline a couple of times and they have to keep fixing it, and they're tired of us breaking it. And so they're sending people after us to prevent us from doing it.
Making more problems.
Exactly. But they only did it to me because I remembered, and you didn't remember at this stage. But because Mendel got a hold of the cube, they viewed him as a threat, and so they took him for judgment as well.
Okay, so this is all.
So if we break the clock, then it's fixed.
No. We need to find the
Can we
fragments.
smash it?
No, you cannot smash it. There'll be plenty of things to smash later on, small one. Just listen to Roosh.
Look who's small.
Just listen to Roosh,
We have
and she will.
we have to go and find little bits that click together to make a big square rock that solves all the problems.
Exactly.
And then we smash it.
Oh, we
After
don't.
we've solved the problems,
Yeah, you can smash it after
then
the
we'll
fact.
find.
Yes.
Once we've solved all the problems, we'll find you something really nice and big to smash.
Yeah. But the thing about the cube is that once it has been used to solve a problem in the timeline, it actually it smashes itself. So you won't even need to worry about it. But
A very clever cube.
It is. It is. Yes, but Indy has been doing some research for me, and he stands up and he goes over to the desk here and he pulls some papers and sits back. Yes, we've managed to track down 2 of the locations of where the cube fragments are located. One of them is actually in a construction site of a dungeon. They were apparently using it as part of a ceremony to transmute cultists into stones with which to build this dungeon.
That sounds awful.
Well, they don't call it the Tomb of Horrors for nothing. So I have the time space coordinates for that. So we'll need to go there and infiltrate and find a way to acquire that fragment before we get caught, I suppose. Well, suppose you get caught. I'll be here monitoring things on this end. The other fragment that we located is actually in the city of Diongloin, which is a underground city that belonged to a group of Kenku that's worshipped a Medusa that rather than turning things into stone would turn things into glass. And these Kenku were kind of crazy, and they thought it was really good artwork. And so they would just turn people into glass and put them on display.
That also sounds.
Are they still there?
Well, no, because apparently, from what we can tell, the city fell when someone accidentally opened up a portal to the Jubilex level of the Hells. And so the entire city is stuck underneath a giant gelatinous cube.
I somehow feel that that's worse.
I got Eppa one of those.
Oh, really? Oh, well, yeah. Imagine a cube the size of this city.
She should just stare at it and turn it into glass.
That might be even worse again.
Maybe.
Because then we'd have to tunnel through the glass to get to what we needed.
No, we don't. We'll just point Rex at it. You know what he's good at.
Okay, yes. But how do you know he won't ash may other stuff?
Because anything that he can ashmay, we don't want. And anything that he can't ashmay, we do want. I don't think he could break one of the cubes or bits of the cube.
Oh, yes, the cube is indestructible.
Oh, okay. Well, that's okay then. Just make sure he doesn't go anywhere near the actual Medusa.
Well, he could probably smash the crap out of the Medusa.
Before or after he
But
turned.
I will have to make sure that I carry some diamond with me.
That you what?
I will have to make sure before we go that I get some diamonds and some diamond dust.
Ah, yes.
Just
Good
in
call.
case.
Well, Knickknacks is definitely the place to go for purchasing those sort of items.
We will have to go and investigate this totally not 2 people in a clique.
Yeah, so those are the only two that we have located so far. The trouble with these specific cube items is they're actually hidden in time as well as in space. So it only exists in this particular time for a certain period. So I'll have to send you back, and you'll have a certain amount of time to get to it before it vanishes.
Ah. Um, should we have whoever's carrying the bits of the cube with one of those brain rings as well?
Well, provided you keep it in a bag of holding. It should be in another dimension, so it should be well protected. If not, a very large lead box.
Uh, let's add a bag of holding to the shopping list.
Very good.
Because Mendel
Yes.
was our bag of holding and he has left.
But I will.
Um,
But yes, Indy and I will continue the research, and hopefully we'll be able to find the other two missing pieces. But the real trick is going to be getting the fragment back from Mendel. If he is in uh,
Mechanicus?
if thank you, if he is in Mechanicus with Primus, it's going to be a very dangerous prospect to try and steal a fragment back from the people that are actively trying to stop you from getting it.
Yeah. Let's leave that one for last.
Very good. Very good.
So we are supposed to be having a meeting with the councillors tomorrow morning
Okay.
about the next step.
Well,
But if the shadows are going to be resolved by taking care of these cubes, how much information should we be telling them about this?
I leave that.
Probably nothing.
Yeah, that is completely up to you. If you feel that they need to know about it, then you may inform them. But yes, it's probably the least they know, the safer for them. Because if this all goes wrong, you don't want them implicated by the Modrons.
Yeah. Probably will tell them that the world is on a collision course with the sun. The shadows are part of the problem that we will be solving by finding the artifact to rectify the course of the planet.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Now, we can't actually stop the shadows. There isn't a person sending them at us. It's a side effect of the consequences of the planet's redirection and blah, 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 blah.
Oh, that's actually very accurate. So yes.
Oh,
Okay.
no wonder they've been having issues.
Well, yes,
Yeah.
yes. Well, uh, I'll
time is
continue
it?
to. It's evening. It's nearly bedtime. Although with this thing, it can be whatever time you like.
Let's not fuck around with the time machine just to sleep, perhaps.
So how about we have our sleep? We'll meet up in the morning and go to Nick Nack's and get some diamond dusts and some potions and do any other odd jobs. Do we have anything like that we have to get made or fixed while we're back in town?
Not that I know of.
Not me.
I don't know that I do either. I have some things to sell or to pass on, or maybe I'll just store them. I might just store them here.
Yes, well, we have all the cupboards.
We do. And I will go and put my +2 great axe in one of the cupboards somewhere.
Mm-hmm. No worries.
And the +1 long sword and other bits and pieces. My homemade spear and shield. And just sort of empty pockets, I guess.
Very good.
Right, and then we'll make a shopping list of things that we want. And
Well, Nick said that he sells a bunch of stuff for adventurers, so suppose we could probably ask him if he's got a bag of holding.
That sounds very promising indeed. Alright, so we want potions, particularly healing potions. We want a bag of holding. And now I've got to remember what spells are stored in this ring.
Oh yeah.
I wrote it down somewhere. Mirror image. Two spells of mirror image.
There you go.
So, I'm thinking to maybe go buy some diamonds. I'm thinking to maybe go buy some diamonds and put a spell of like greater restoration inside of this ring.
It's very useful, those rings.
And then, pardon?
It's very useful, those rings.
Yeah. And then that way, that spell can be used on me if it's needed, because if I've been turned to stone, then I obviously can't cast it on myself.
True. True. Kind of difficult, that.
And maybe a spell of like resurrection or something.
Always helpful.
For the same reason, if I die, then you can use that on me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What do you think, Nissa?
I guess so.
I can only fit one of those spells in this ring. I know you have one as well, but I don't want to speak for your ring.
Oh, my ring's just full of healing. Oh, so
Yeah.
yeah, I've got like 5 cure wounds in there.
Yeah, which is helpful too. I have to work out how many diamonds I need. Oh, time for some math.
Well, let's just say for the time being, you all find yourselves up to a place to stay. Rex, you would locate. Oh, hang on. This little pile of hay in the corner here. Your grot friend draws you over.
Yeah, at this point, the amount of boring talk is putting Rex to sleep. So
Yeah.
he's probably just going to pass out.
So bad.
Alright, well, Nissa will probably actually go home properly this time.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah. I don't have 50
So,
spells yet.
Yeah,
So
and Nissa,
I
as
will be going to
you
the temple to get one put in.
walk out the door, Nissa, standing beside the door, you see another familiar face.
What are you doing right outside the door?
What are you doing at the door?
I literally just walked out of it.
Here.
Yeah, you gotta speak louder, Indy.
Are you okay, Nissa?
I'm
just
walking here.
Well, if someone wasn't standing right outside the door, I'd be fine.
Oh, this must be a knick-knack.
Louder.
Hello, Mr. Knick-knack.
Nick.
Would you like to come inside? We can't hear you, Indy.
Not catching that,
Oh.
Indy.
All right. Yes. Would
Oh,
you like
come in
to
then.
come to my shop?
We're coming to your shop tomorrow. You're welcome to come inside and talk to our goblin if that's what you would like to do. Or our goblins, because apparently we have 3 of them. 2 of them? 2.
2.
They're currently snoozing on the bed over there. I'll walk you over.
Wake?
No, he's asleep.
I'll come back tomorrow. Or,
Oh, well,
you
he'll
know,
come with us to your shop,
yes.
so you can talk to him there if you'd like.
Thank you.
Nissa's just gonna shake her head and walk off and try and find the whiskey bottle she hid behind her bed.
All right. So Nissa, you go home. Nick, you head back to your shop. Zaz goes back to tinkering on the orrery. Rex and his friend snuggle up and snooze in the pile of hay, and Roosh starts making a shopping list.
Yep.
All right. So just draw this.
I was carrying a suit of armor. Alright, I'm not still yet.
So as the morning comes, you'll gather up all your things and you make your way to Knickknacks.
Now, we're going to be very polite when we're in this shop, Rex,
Why?
because the person is very nervous. And
That doesn't sound like my problem.
if you break something, you have to pay for it.
Okay, I'm back properly now.
So you
Welcome
need
back.
to be careful.
What do you mean pay?
Well, you know all of those little shiny round gold pieces we've been picking up?
Yeah,
Well, you have to hand them over.
but they're mine.
But if you break something of theirs,
That's their problem.
that's your problem because you broke it. That's how it works down here. And so you have to pass over a suitable number of those little round shiny gold coins to make up for the bit that you broke.
I guess.
Fair's fair. If you took something of theirs and broke it,
Then that's their problem.
and down here the rules are if you take something and break it of someone else's, you have to make it up.
That doesn't sound good.
Either by replacing it or giving them the value in gold. Just be grateful I'm not making you pay for all those vials you broke at my house.
I didn't break them.
Uh-huh.
It was him.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
He's your responsibility. He is your problem. Yeah? You are in charge of him like I'm in charge of you.
So you're in charge of him. So it's your
No.
You pay yourself.
No.
Yeah. You owe yourself money.
I am not in charge of him.
But you said that you're in charge of me, and I'm in charge of him, and so that makes you in charge of him. So you pay you.
I'm only in charge of you.
Wait, I got you, bro.
I'm only in charge of you. Because that's all I said I would be in charge of. And you said you'd be in charge of the little green boys, and so you're in charge of him. But that doesn't mean I'm going to pay for things that you break. And I'm certainly not going to pay for things that he breaks. That's your problem. Anything you break, you have to pass over the same amount of gold coins that they are worth. Do you understand? Those are the rules, Dan.
You hear that, Gobbo? You break something, I'm more red, Gobbo!
Oh, all right. Nessa was just watching that conversation unfold like, I'm staying out of this, I'm staying out of this, I'm staying out of this.
Yeah, fair enough. So, Nick, you see these people standing out front of your door, but have not come in yet.
Hey,
I don't think we divvied up any of the gold that we picked up inside of the dungeon and the forge.
I think you
So I
guys picked up most of it, to be honest, because Nissa was only
Well,
picking
I-
up whatever she found herself.
I've written it down in my book, so I'm going to add it all up. And then we can work it out from there.
And Nissa left most of her, a lot of her gold and stuff actually on the ship.
That's
Yeah.
true.
In fact, it was 10 platinum, 142 gold, and 400 silver that she left in the ship.
Whoops.
We have picked up a lot of coin.
Mm-hmm.
I would be chinking and chinking and chinking and chinking.
Well, we established that with you. That's why you're hopeless at stealth.
So much chink. I've just turned to the page that has in a bubble. What's that smell? Disappointment.
The disappointment room.
That's right. Stevie got wiped off as we smashed through the rival orc doors.
Yep.
So we left him with the orc.
And then you found his body smashed to pieces in the feral orc camp.
That's
So while this is all going on, Nick is just sort of staring at you guys out of the front door of his shop.
I would have done all the money stuff when I was back in the
Mm-hmm.
thingy.
Nissa's gonna enter the shop.
All right. You have a customer, Nick.
hello. What can I do for you? I sell potions.
Ah.
I sell weapons. I fix weapons. Everything for your adventuring needs.
Well, hopefully that's correct, because we're looking for a bag of holding. Do you have any of those?
Oh, people tend to hold on to them. I'll double check.
So you see Nick just standing there, and you see his coat begin to shuffle from behind the desk, and then you see a bag of holding levitate up from under the counter and just slide onto the counter.
That's a neat trick.
Nissa just like blinks and goes, "Thank you."
No, it's 300 gold.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you take post?
You do.
I
Nick.
asked him that yesterday. He said he does.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Sold.
So
We would also like some potions of healing.
We have potions of healing and potions of greater healing. Potions of healing are 40 gold. Potions of greater healing are 70.
How many do you have?
I will have to check.
also, do you buy?
I do buy. I sell and I buy.
What sort of things do you buy?
I buy weapons and armor and bags of holding.
Nissa just casually tucks the bag of forking behind her backpack.
Well, we have got some very difficult missions to go on. We have to go and take care of the shadow. So, I'm inclined to say maybe 5 potions of greater healing and maybe 10 potions of normal healing, if you have that many.
I have 10 potion. I do have 10 potions of healing, but greater healing is much more difficult to create, so I only have 3.
I will
How
take
much
3
are
of
they?
those then.
70 gold.
And again, you see the coat ruffle below the counter, and the potion just slides up on top of the counter.
70 for greater, 40 for healing.
That's pretty cheap if you get all of that for that much.
Yes.
And then
40 gold for all of those potions.
No,
It's 70
each.
gold for all of those potions. That's a good deal.
It's 40 each.
That's not what you said.
do you have any diamonds?
Yes, I have diamonds.
How much diamonds?
How much do you have? I will.
No, I want
Would
to buy them.
would you? Well, I've got a ruby worth 5,000 gold. Would that be a fair exchange for?
Okay.
How much diamond do
So
we need,
I
Rouge?
need 300 gold's worth of diamonds for a single Revivify spell, and then I think it's 600 gold worth of diamonds for greater restoration.
So you see Nick as he's going, and then suddenly he goes, ah! And you see like him almost fall over, and then his legs begin to, it's almost like his legs are moving before, moving faster than his upper half. He goes over to this counter here, and then you see the coat ruffling, and then you see just a massive chest pop out on top of the counter, and on it is written "Precious Gems."
So, I was thinking 2 lots of Revivify, just in case, and 2 lots of Greater Restoration. 1 we'll put into the ring straight away, and 1 just to carry on me in case I learn the spell while we're out doing. So that would be 1,800 worth of diamonds.
Alright, so Nick, you open up the box and you start shuffling through it, and you do have that in terms of diamond.
All right, I can sell you that.
So 600.
And then again you go, ah! And come back around and you throw the diamonds onto the bench.
Thank you. That was my shopping list. Does anyone else have any other shoppings that you want to add?
Not unless she does enchanting. Not unless he does enchanting.
They. I think they is appropriate.
They?
Here. Yeah.
Well, he introduced himself as Nick, so.
Yes.
Nick as in Nicholas or Nick as in Nicola?
Just Nick, because I'm over here.
So they, I think, is appropriate. Unless we're told otherwise, because you have to respect the pronouns. So, enchanting. Did you do enchanting, Nick?
No, I do not.
No? Okay.
There is a shop that does that.
Okay. Well, how about I put what I have got on the table so you can see if you would like to buy it or not. And I pull out the plate armor and plonk it on the table. This armor is magical. It does provide like some form of protection, but there's also a catch. Can't remember what that is, but I'm sure
I
you haven't inspected.
Oh, that's the armor of vulnerability, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's.
I'm deliberately being vague.
Right.
I am unable to verify or understand magical armor. I would need to get it checked out by someone else
Okay.
in the village. Like,
So the
so
shopkeeper's not smart.
you would need
Do
to
you-
leave it with me.
Do you buy
If that's okay.
gemstones?
Yes, I have gemstones.
Do you buy
But do you
gemstones?
buy them?
Yes, I will buy them.
Okay. In that case, Nissa pulls out 4 emeralds, which appears to be a full cost of 1,600.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Oh.
3 serpentines, which add up to another 180, and that just those, I think. How much will you give me for these?
1,000.
Are you aware that there's like 1,700 worth of
Are you aware that I
gems
have
here?
to resell everything?
Yes, I am aware. But
So
you can do a better price than 1,000.
no, you can. I won't. That is my top price.
Then I guess
Damn.
I shall be taking my business elsewhere.
You do that.
Whoa! You just got given the hard sell.
You probably will not find a better price in this village.
Nissa just takes them back off the table.
I also have a wand of magic missiles. Is that something that is of interest to you?
I am interested, but I would need to get it checked out if that's okay, because I don't
Do
have
we?
the ability to check magical items and.
Okay, so maybe we should. When does your checker come in?
I will need to close. I can close the shop for about, and then you can come back at the end of the day, like in about 4 hours,
We
and it
were
should be
going
done.
to leave once we finish and go solve the shadow problem.
Oh, it will. I would need some time to check it out. Otherwise, I could sell it to you, but it wouldn't be it'd be for a low price, because I can't just say I think this is magic to my customers. And yes, I need to get it verified for a higher price. I will sell. I can sell it for right now as plate armor, though, if you just want to be rid of it.
Sure, let's do that.
Okay.
And then how about I leave the other magical things with you, and then you can forward the money to my bank in the account. My account in the bank.
Or I could sell it as on a commission, like I take percentage of what you want if you're coming back to the village.
We're coming back, but I don't know when.
Oh. Okay, so you're leaving right now?
Well, in like an hour. I've got to go to the temple and do my prayers.
And I apparently have to go find a jeweler.
Yes.
Yeah, Nissa's going to do that.
Well, how much will you give me for the plate armor then if we're just not looking from a magical perspective?
Plate.
Yeah, what's the cost of plate armor? Hang on.
Yeah, I wasn't really sure.
1,500 if you're going by player's handbook.
There you go.
But it's whenever you're selling armor though, it's like percent. That's just
So you're looking at 1,500 for like non-magical plate to buy it.
Okay. So it's 1,000. I'd have to resell it, so I'd give you 1250.
Okay.
Okay.
The, I'm just doing some sums. Don't mind me.
Okay.
Is there actually a jeweler in town or not?
There is a jeweler in town. You would know where it is. And when you find the jeweler, it would actually give you equivalent trade for your gems.
Okay, so that's 1750. Thank you.
There you go.
1780. I'm going to put that straight in the bank account.
I also have this +2 magical great axe and this +1 magical great sword, but as you said, you have to verify them to be magical and yada yada yada. If I leave them with you to verify and then send someone to come and pick up the payment for them this afternoon, will that work for you?
What I we'd need to negotiate the price, but what I could do is I have ventures coming into it, so after I verify it, I could give you a percentage of the money of what I sold it for.
Right. What would be my cut?
I'd take a 20% cut.
Okay, I'm okay with that. So this is my. Are you able to transfer that gold straight into my account at the bank once you've sold the item?
Yeah, so if you've got the stone, Nick, you've got the receiving tablet. You need to place the stone on the tablet.
Yeah.
And it'll just acquire the transfer runes, so you'll be able to access to deposit money into her account.
All right.
Yes.
So selling via commission, a +2 great axe, a +1 longsword, a wand of magic missiles.
So
It should be at full charge because I haven't used any, and it's been like 4 days since we picked it up. What else have I got? I have a couple of potions, but I might hang on to them because they might come in handy. The armor we have already disposed of. And then I just have a couple of little gems. I think that's it.
it's a deal then. Before you go, where are you going?
To be honest, I don't really know. We're going to be given a set of coordinates to go towards.
That's vague. Who's giving you these coordinates?
Zaz. You know,
Oh.
the crazy wizard that lives in my house.
Yes, you do know the
This
crazy
sounds like-
wizard.
Yes.
This sounds like madness. I understand, but he does kind of somewhat know what he's doing,
Oh.
and he's figured out where the shadows are coming from. And so we're going to start solving the issue. It's like a big puzzle we have to solve. Like, this is part 1, and then there's a second part, and a third part, and a fourth part, etc. So we're going to go do part 1.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I used to be a adventurer once before I took an arrow to the knee.
Oh, is that why you're so off balance? We hadn't
Yes.
wondered if that was what.
I was the finest archer in all these lands. Still am.
Prove it!
All right. Take out my archery thing.
You see as you see Nick's hands disappear further into the cloak, and then suddenly you see coming out of the center of where the buttons would be. You see one crossbow, a little hand crossbow pop and go. Pew, pew, pew. You actually see three crossbows, one after the other, fire through, and it nails three different shields on the wall, dead center.
Good job, Knack. That was a very good job.
That's a terrible job. You can't even hit one properly on all three.
Well, I like to see you do
Knack
better.
seems to be a very good shot, actually.
No, because then I would have to pay for things.
We gave Rex a lesson this morning on if you break something, you pay for it. He's been very well behaved. I'm very impressed. Rex, do you want to pick something out from the shop that we can buy for you since you've been so good?
Do you have any? Do you have anything that looks like these? And I hold my hands up.
Oh, the gauntlets.
Gauntlets of
Ogre strength. You would have basic gauntlets, but non-magical ones.
Yes, I have gauntlets.
Are
You're.
they any good?
I think they're good. They're well made. I make sure that they
Are
are.
they strong?
Of course.
What are they as strong as these?
I don't know. I would need
Doesn't
to check.
sound like they're strong enough. Not interested.
Wait. Those gloves make you stronger?
None of your business. I turn around and leave.
It's like, come back, then, come on!
Do you have any armor or any things that make a person stronger?
You would have. You see again the coat wriggles about. Then you see him go. Hut! Nearly fall over. And he goes over here. And you see the coat begin to shuffle again, and then a potion slides up from under the counter. Yeah. Ah! Yeah, this is a potion of ogre strength, giant strength,
Giant strength?
giant strength.
Hill giant strength?
Yeah. Here's a
How much
potion.
is that?
That is 80.
Okay, let's add
I
that
also
on.
have other potions, if you're interested.
Oh, yes. I'm always interested in potions.
I have I have 2 potions of climbing and a potion of comprehension.
What does that do?
Let me see.
Comprehend languages is the
Yeah, comprehend languages.
yeah.
Very useful for adventuring.
Yeah.
And
Potions of climbing, potions of comprehend language. What else have you?
Is it spider climbing?
Probably.
it's
Potions of
potion.
spider climbing.
You can climb equal to your walking speed for an hour. And what else is? Let's see. I'm just gonna check.
You see
Okay.
him start wandering around.
There is also a. Okay, we've got. I have I have a potion of watchful rest, which would let you that makes you so you don't sleep, so you're not as sleepy, so you can stay awake and guard whatever you need to guard.
Huh. That does sound interesting. What do you think, Nissa?
This is gone.
Yeah,
You're literally the only person
Oh.
left in the store. Everyone else buggered off.
Well, How about I take the potion of hill giant strength, and I will think about the others for now. And if I, in the next hour or so, when I finish my jobs in the temple and I think I want some more, I'll come back and get some more.
I think your
How does that
microphone's
sound?
out, Indy.
So yeah, those potions are 80 each.
Okay. I'll just take the one because he has been a good little gobbo. He can have a reward. And I happen to have a second one that we picked up in the Dwarven Fortress, so if he's good while we're on our mission, he can have it. I feel like he might be getting addicted to these, and this might be a bad idea, but you know, I really don't care. So let me give you 1,540 gold plus the
Yeah.
armor for all of these things.
Yes.
Here is my tap.
Yep, so you take your stone, you produce the tablets, Nick, and he goes, put it on, and it goes, then you hear, and there's a little chest under the counter, and you hear the coins chinking into the coin into the chest.
How many silver is it to a gold?
10. Metric system.
Just because I don't think. And then it's 10 copper to a silver?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just making the numbers smaller in the silver because I had like nearly 8,000 silver coins in total.
Woo!
Let's just.
Oh.
Sorry. Not sorry.
Better. Okay. Alright. That is done, I think. Shopping done. Thank you, Nick and Nick. And we shall see you next time we are in town or when we come to pick up.
Yes. And it's just Nick. There's no knack.
Oh. I thought that was the knack of the Nick.
Yes.
Oh, never mind. Bye!
Bye. Come again.
And you head on out of the store.
I will put all of the potions in the bag of holding.
Very good.
And then I want to head to the temple, and get them to put a spell of greater restoration into my ring.
Mm-hmm. Which is easy enough to do. So you can do that without any real incidents.
Restoration. Alright, that is in there. And then I will meet up with the others and we'll head up to the council's.
Alright. So pretty much as you are leaving the store, you run into Nissa. She's on her way back.
Hey, Rush.
Hi.
Did you get what you're after?
Yep.
And the store is just here. This is knickknacks. Where did you end up, Rex?
That's a very good question.
You just ran out of the
just
store.
Probably just out of the store.
Okay. So you see Rex looking in the. It's leaning up against the wall outside of the building with his
Hey, Rex.
front friend.
I have a present for you. It will make you stronger.
How much stronger?
I'm not sure. And I hold out the potion. It will only be for a short period of time.
What do I do with it?
You drink it. But I would suggest waiting until you want to be stronger for a specific thing. Because it doesn't last forever. It only lasts for like an hour.
What good is it then?
A little bit more strong than when you need it. That's all they had.
Just terrible shop.
Well, make one of your own that's better.
Then I could charge people for breaking things.
Then you could charge people for breaking
We
things.
need to make a shop.
Yes,
need-
free grubber.
Gobbo, let's get stuff and sell it.
That's
Yes, sir.
what
And
we have
make
to do.
and make people break it so they pay us.
Okay, sir.
Rex.
Start grabbing things.
Rex. That's
What?
called stealing.
What is?
Grabbing things.
But they don't need it.
But they own it. They've already paid for it. And if you take it from them, that's called stealing.
But it's not breaking.
It's the same thing.
Why is everything so confusing?
Well, you just don't take things that aren't yours. You don't break things that aren't yours. And then there's not a problem.
Nissa just pulls out her wineskin in the background.
But what about this? And I just point at a random chair.
That belongs to the city.
How do you know?
Because it's in the city.
But it looks abandoned to me.
Because it's shared by everybody. Everybody is allowed to sit on it.
So I can have it.
No, you can't have it. You're allowed to share it with everybody.
I'll share it after they pay me for it.
But they built it. It's not yours.
But it could be.
It's only yours while you're sitting on it.
So I can sell it while I'm sitting on it.
But no one's going to buy it because you're sitting on it.
But if they want to sit on it, then they can pay me for it.
Or they could pick you up and put you on the ground.
Then I would smash them.
And then you would get in trouble with the guards because you hurt someone without their permission.
Since when do I need permission to hurt someone?
In the city, you do.
Can we just leave?
Well, that's what
I don't like this place.
we're trying to leave, but you're making this difficult because you keep asking.
You
more
keep
questions.
talking to people.
Yes, because I had to get you a present.
Ugh.
And yes, it's not perfect. It's not like a fancy belt that will make you stronger forever. But when we find one, we'll get you one.
And your grot friend comes up to you, Rex, and goes, "It's all right, Red Gobbo." And he pats you on the head.
My fist goes.
How many hit points do your little gobbos have?
One.
Yep. Does 4 points of damage.
Dead.
What? You broke it.
Hang on, I got this. I get the sword out and I just go stab.
You broke it worse.
He's like, nom, 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 nom. Thank you.
I mean, how long did you expect that to last, Bruce?
He touched me.
That was kind of inevitable.
I guess. I just wasn't expecting it. Alright, I've done my temple jobs, I've done my shopping jobs. Let's go meet up with the counselors and then get our
I pick up
coordinates.
the gobbo. I just sling him over the shoulder.
Okay.
You're not going to eat him, are you, Rex?
What?
I'll take that as a yes.
No, it's mine. You can't have it.
I don't want it.
I'll sell it to you. Then it can be yours.
I don't want it.
Hey, Reese, did you happen to ask Nick if he had a leash?
No, why would I do that?
Because I have a feeling we're going to need one if we stay in the city much longer.
We're not. We're gonna go up and talk to the councillors, and then we're gonna go to Zars and get our coordinates, and then we're gonna go.
Yes, it's probably better if we do that sooner than later.
Yeah, that's the plan.
All right, so you all make your way through the city, everyone looking very weirdly at the goblin carrying the other dead goblin.
Yeah,
And
we're just ignoring that now.
Yeah, until you... Ooh.
I'd probably, like, yell out along the way, Goblin for sale! Goblin for sale!
Oh, look out, my program just crashed.
You can add a potion of Hill Giant Strength into your inventory, dear.
It's unfortunate. I was hoping that gobbo would last longer.
Well, he would have if you hadn't have punched him. So...
He shouldn't have touched me!
Well, now we know there's a rule about touching him.
Don't
so
touch
we can't do
Rex,
that.
okay.
More specifically, don't
Wait.
pat Rex on the head.
Whoops, I added a belt of Hill Giant Strength. That's not what I wanted.
Oh, mine died.
Yeah, everyone died. My program crashed. Just hang on, I was inviting everyone back in.
There you go. Potion of Hill Giant.
Or tab. Oh.
That didn't seem to work. Try again.
Yeah, hang on.
I'm in.
I hadn't clicked OK on the previous disconnection before I clicked join the next one. So
Ah. Yeah, give me a sec, I'll just help Indy get back in. 1 sec.
should have brought some glue sticks from. I just didn't. That would have been a smart thing to do.
I probably won't be able to stay for much longer. I've got to go shift my car.
Yeah, I've got to go to bed.
There was a there was a bloke trimming the neighbour's hedges earlier, and he's parked slightly across my garage door, so I couldn't get in.
Oh, that's just rude. Alright, so you've
Yeah,
made
I'm
your
gonna have to go
way...
bring my car in a minute.
That's right. So you made your way into the council chambers, and you see sitting in their chairs, just talking to some guards that are not visible at the moment, Eki and Tarbok.
Good morning.
Yes, and they look at you. Ah, hello. Come on in. Come on in. Thank you, guardsmen. That will be all. Keep up your reports. You see, he gives a hand over heart salute, and he walks past. And then, as you guys are walking in, he walks past you and he salutes you on the way out as well.
You want to buy a gobbo?
Salute back. And roll my eyes.
Like, no.
He's fresh.
I'm sure he is.
5 gold?
And he just walks off.
4 gold. Good deal.
It appears you've had a little bit of misfortune.
Do you want to buy Gobbo?
No, thank you.
Apparently, it is taboo to touch the loud one.
Well noted. Well noted.
5 gold.
No.
Rex, I'm sure if you go find a alchemist or wizard, they'd be able to buy it off you.
4 gold.
Well, we will take you somewhere later that can deal with the goblin. For now, we have to have a talk.
Oh, boring.
Remember, I gave you something. That's your present for being patient.
I was being patient yesterday.
Yes, and I paid a lot of gold for that.
All right, so Eki and Tavok come off. So I trust you've checked out the fortifications and the modifications we've made to the city in your day here.
Yes, it's very, very well illuminated. I
Good
was very
job.
impressed.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Rex has been very encouraging.
Did you manage to find out what had happened to Mendel?
He's probably not coming back for a while.
Oh.
So you know how I mentioned yesterday about the cataclysm that was coming?
Yes, of course.
Do you know anything about that?
Not a great deal. We knew that the orbit of the planet has been disturbed, but there isn't really anything that we can do about it. Our best bet was to just keep ourselves alive as long as possible.
Well, SARS has figured out a way to alter that and to
Oh,
bring
really?
it into where it should be. Yeah. But the more you know about it, the more it puts your life in danger.
I see.
Because there's we have to break some rules to put things back to the way they were. And you know how Mechanicus feels about rules, so
We have to smash a clock.
so
see.
The less you know, the better. But basically, because things are out of whack, and it's not just our planet, it's also time is out of whack, and the shadows are a result of that. We can't. There's no boss dude sending shadows at us.
Huh.
They're like, what does that say? Distortions of time.
Huh. Well, that's far too complicated. Well,
Yeah. So basically, he's sending us on some missions to go and find bits and pieces so he can put them together to fix things.
All right. Well, if you think that is the best course of action, we shall trust your judgment. You have the legendary weapons, so it is to you to solve this problem.
I know he seems like a crazy old man, but he's actually really clever when you can get him to talk straight.
I had a grandfather like that.
Yeah. Like I think what it is like his brain is going so fast. We get every third word of what's happening inside, and that's why he seems insane.
Right. Tavok, do you have anything to add? No, it all sounds pretty ridiculous to me, but I trust their judgment. As you said, they have the legendary weapon, so it is their decision on how best to defend the city. We shall keep up our efforts on this end, and we shall leave it to you to
keep the city illuminated. Illuminated? Yes.
Yes.
And we shall go and put the time issue into normality. We have to build an artifact, so we're going on missions to get the pieces that build it. And then it will fix everything, and it will be all back to normal, and the shadows will go away when that happens, and the planet will be realigned, and maybe, if we're really lucky, the sea will come back.
You wave, go, ha ha! Now we're talking.
Which means we'll need to fill in that hole so we don't get flooded.
I'm sorry I missed that entire conversation. Mum was talking to me.
That's all right. We'll get to it later.
The councillor's got the dumbed down version of what we're going to go and do.
Okay.
Without the sensitive information.
Well, do you have all the supplies you require?
We went to Knick Knacks this morning and we've stocked up on healing potions. We
Oh,
have
so you've bet them.
holding.
Oh, good.
Yeah. I've got some diamonds for spells. We've emptied our pockets and refilled some supplies. We might actually go and buy some food and stuff. That would probably be a good idea.
Oh, well, we can take care of that. And he, you see Tavok snaps his fingers and a guard comes in from this side here. And he goes, make sure that they are, make sure that they are supplied with whatever foodstuffs they require for their mission. Yes, sir. And salutes, and off he goes.
Thank you. I don't know exactly where we're going yet. I'm about to go and ask SARS for like I don't know if we need cold gear or hot gear or anything like that to figure that out. But we can get back to you.
Very well. Very well. Well, good luck to you.
Thank you. We shall report back when we have something to report on.
So our hopes go with you. And they both bow their heads in respect to you, which is pretty ridiculous because really the elders don't do that to people of your status. Exactly.
No.
Everyone does it to them, but they're actually doing it to you, so that's a pretty big deal.
I will bow back and salute the guard and get ready to go.
All right. So you turn around to go back. Eki says, here, your supplies will be left for you at the base of the citadel."
Thank you.
You're welcome. So you turn to... Whoop, just throwing you across the room. You turn to head out.
Touch Rex.
And as you do...
Why does it always happen in the council chambers?
What happened in the council chambers?
Things always happen in the council chambers.
Everything happens in the council chambers. Get these guys to stand up. There we go. So as you are walking out the corridor, you see once more a familiar face.
Do you just enjoy lurking around corners or what?
No, but I overheard, and I think you could use all the help. You need help, and I am the best archer in all these lands, and I am coming with you.
Do you want to buy Gobbo?
I have no use for gobbo. I do. There are people that will buy gobbo. Go find them.
I've tried. No one wants one.
I see.
I told you, Rex, you need a wizard or an alchemist or someone.
Also, I should actually say, as this is all going on, Rex, you turn around and there's another gobbo just standing there.
Standing where?
Behind you.
Not the one I've got over my shoulder?
No, it's a different one. Like you see, basically you hear some footsteps and you basically see, and he sits straight, comes in, stands behind you.
Where did you come from?
Over there.
We're just multiplying.
Are there others?
Okay, which one's Nick? Which one's Knack?
I am Knack. Who is this Nick?
Zaz says there was two of you.
I am Nick. You shall
Okay.
address me as Nick.
Okay. You want to come with us? Why?
Because I You need my help. And this is a slow time for me.
I tell you what, you buy gobbler from me, I let you come.
But you're going to be selling the stuff that we just gave you. How are you going to sell it if you're with us?
Well, can you wait for it?
I mean, I guess.
Yes.
I was hoping to have the money when I got back so I could buy some more diamonds, but I guess. Alright. Here's a good shot. So having more pew pew in the back doesn't sound like a bad plan.
Yes. I will.
So you're aware the way. Well, let's walk and talk. We have to get down to the base of the tower. We have to get our supplies. We have to find Zars and get our instructions. So let's walk in.
All right. So you gather up all your gear and you go to the base of the tower, and eventually you make your way Whoop. Back to your home. Standing up, are you, Roosh? Oh, yeah, Nissa.
She won't stand up.
There we go. It's because the edge of the table is slightly angled. There you go. So what are you discussing on your trip back?
Basically, like, if we go into combat, we point and shoot Rex. I will stand in between the bad guys and you, and then you two just pew pew pew. As the general rule of thumb, but you know, everything does go up shit creek without a paddle sometimes, and we have to compromise and, like, be flexible and stuff. But that's the basic plan of how we deal with things that are bad, that want to hurt us.
Improvise, overcome, adapt.
Yeah.
Yes. Knack is very good at hiding and giving firepower from the back.
All
Yes,
right.
something like that.
So you make it inside, and you see Zaz is sitting at the table over here, just writing some things out. Where am I here? Oh, you're back.
Yes.
Oh, and you have an extra companion. Hello there, Nick.
It's Knack.
Oh, sorry. Hello, Knack.
Hello.
So are you joining the group?
Yes, I am a part of the group.
Oh, excellent. Well, I have worked out where it is that you'll be heading first. The simplest location will be the Tomb of Horrors under construction.
I am glad I got that spell of greater restoration then.
So I know that the fragment is somewhere inside. Like I said, it was being used to convert people into stone. So you'll need to be as sneaky as possible. Maybe even infiltrate the place as workers, or maybe even cultists. It's up to you how you wish to approach this. Or you could just go in and murder everybody.
Honestly,
Can we not suggest that in front of Rex?
It sounds like a good option, though.
honestly, that seems like the most effective, because you know I don't do sneaking, and you know I don't do lying.
That's true. That's true.
I excel at both.
I don't. I'm very loud.
Yeah, our track record doesn't really put much confidence in a sneaky plan.
Although now all of my gold is in the bank, I chink much less. So,
Oh, good. Well, are you ready?
as will
Well-
ever be.
All right.
Yeah, I don't think I've got anything else to do.
All right. Well, all of you stand over here, please.
I will go and stand in the indicated spot.
Yes.
Do you want to buy a gobbo?
Sure.
How much?
1 copper.
That's not a gold though.
No, it's a copper. It's better. It's browner.
But it's not as shiny.
Ah, this one is. And he pulls this copper out of his pocket. He prestidigitates it, and it's now incredibly shiny.
The shiniest.
Yeah. And then he turns around and casts light on it, so now it's glowing. See? Very shiny.
Be careful, Zaz. When he's angry.
No deal. It's not gold.
Yep.
Rex, if you want to sell something for the price you want, you have to make the price, not the customer.
Well, that's your loss. Hold on, everybody!
Well,
And he turns
it's also
around
my
and
gain.
he hits a button, and there's a massive flash of light, and you feel yourselves being teleported through a massive tunnel, flying through. And you end up appearing in front of what appears to be a massive cave currently being worked on. There is a huge group of dwarven workers, all with hammers, all wearing metal helmets that have been painted yellow. And they all have hammers and chisels, and they're all carving out sections of the stone and the rock. And you see over towards one of the areas a pair of them working on this giant stone juggernaut. And that is where we shall leave it for now. So, thank you all very much for playing. Thank you all very much for watching. And please come back for the next episode of D&D Blender. Bye!
Bye.
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 Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everyone.